Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Liao Tong. My chief supervisor is Dr. Ye Hanqing, and my co-supervisor is Dr. Jiang Li. My research topic is revenue management, bundling, competing size, and channel. In this talk, I will first introduce the revenue management. Then I will talk about the dynamic mix bundling with limited inventory. Then I will talk about the product size and price competition. Finally, I will conclude this talk with future research. Revenue management is about selling the right product at the right price to the right customer at the right time. The methods have price-based control, quantity-based control, and the structural control. The price-based control is to manage the demand by deciding the price. For example, the airlines usually lock down the price at the early stage to clear the inventory, then lock up the price at the late stage to obtain high revenue. The quantity-based control is to manage the demand by accepting the or rejecting the demand. For example, the hotels may reject the demand from the regular customer if the future demand of high-class customer is very high. And the structural control is to manage the demand by designing the product itself. For example, YouTube.com has the skippable advertisement for the long advertisement and the non-skippable advertisement for the short advertisement. Now I will talk about the dynamic mix bundling with limited inventory. The mix bundling is selling the components and the package at the same time, and the price of the package should be smaller than the sum of the components' prices. Our research question is for the perishable products with a finite horizon. What is the optimal or selling policy for the mix bundling? What is the optimal condition to promote package? Which control should be used? Quantity-based control or price-based control? But we have following challenges. Firstly, the desired structural properties may not exist. Secondly, the cursor dimension makes the problem hard to implement. We assume that a monopolist supplier has KA units of component A and KB units of component B, which are perishable, and the selling horizon has T periods. At each period, there is at most one customer arrives, and the arrival rates of the component customers are lambda A and lambda B respectively, and the arrival rate of the package consumer is lambda AB. On the consumer side, the reservation price for segment I is denoted as SI, following the distribution FI, and the prices are PA, PB, and PAB respectively, with PA smaller than the sum of PA and PB, and the customers purchase at most one unit of the product each time, and the purchase can be described as the following incidence matrix. and we use QA, QB to denote the remaining inventory level. We use U to denote the optimal control, which can be quantity-based control, class-based control, or joint control. We use VT to denote the value function, and the bit price is denoted as delta, which is the decrease of the value function if 1 unit of the product is sold. We start the analysis with QBC, under which a product is sold if its bid price is smaller than its retail price. We have the following structural properties. For the package, the bid price of the package decreases in time and decreases in the inventory level, which means as the time is closer to the terminal, the supplier is more willing to sell the package, and at each time the supplier is willing to sell the package if either component's inventory level is very high. We also find that the bid price of the component decreases in its own inventory level and increases in its complement inventory level. Take component A as an example. If the inventory level of the component A is very high, the supplier is more willing to sell the component A since to clear the inventory. But if the inventory level of the component B is very high, the supplier is less willing to sell the component A since the supplier is more favoring the package. But the bid price of the component is not necessarily monotone in time. To explore the reasons, we decompose the bid price. We define the scarcity effect as the increase of its bid price if 1 unit of the component I is sold, and the complementarity effect is the decrease of the bid price if its complement is sold. We also define the time cost of the scarcity effect and the time cost of the complementarity effect as following. We find that the bid price of the scarcity effect is stronger than the complementarity effect, which means if 1 unit of package is sold, the bid price of each component increases. We also find that if the time cost of the complementarity effect is stronger than the time cost of the scarcity effect, the bid price of the component increases in time. That is because when the inventory level is imbalanced, the scarcer component's bid price is larger than its retail price, but smaller than the package price. And that component will not be sold during those periods. And the larger the inventory imbalance, the stronger the time cost of the complementarity effect. With above structural properties, we have the threshold values. We give the threshold time and threshold inventory level, threshold time and threshold inventory level to state which region is for which products. We also studied the price-based control under which the prices are decided at each period, and the joint control under which the supplier manages the components with QBC and manages the package with PBC. We find that the structural properties still hold under the PBC and JC. And we found that the longer the selling horizon, the larger the benefit of the dynamic pricing. Compared to the past literature, we studied the interaction between the component and the package. Now I will talk about the product size and price competition. Product size design is vital to a firm's competitive structure. For example, here are two flights in the Middle West levels in Hong Kong. The first one has 2 rooms with around 6 square feet, and the second one has 4 rooms with around 3,000 square feet. Our research question is, why do the firms differentiate their product size? We found that we formulated the model. We assume that the 2 firms sell the same product. They have k units of the resource. The game has 2 stages. In stage 1, the firms decide the product size, which can be a large product denoted as B, consuming 2 units of resource, and small product denoted as C, consuming 1 unit of resource. In stage 2, the suppliers compete in price. On the consumer side, we assume that the consumers are uniformly distributed on the interval between 0 and 1. And the value rating for the small product is 1, and the value rating for the large product is theta. We consider both the 2 cases. When theta is between 1 and 2, the supplier, the product is sub-additive. When the theta is larger than 2, the product is super-additive. We start the analysis with the centralized system. the objective can be either social welfare maximization and the profit maximization. In the welfare maximization, when the product is super additive, the supplier produces the large product. When the product is sub-additive, the supplier produces the small product when the capacity is small. When the capacity is medium, the supplier produces both small and large product. When the capacity is very large, the supplier produces large product. In the profit maximizing solution, the policy is similar to the welfare maximizing solution. However, this solution covers smaller markets. Now we move to the price competition. There are two stages. In stage one, the suppliers compete in product size. The decision can be either sequential decision or the simultaneous decision. There are three possible solutions. CC, that is, both suppliers sell small product. BB, both sell the large product. BC, one sells the large product while the other one sells the small product. We studied the sub-games BB, CC, and BC respectively, and we give the equilibrium in the sequential decision. When the product is super additive, the suppliers both produce the large product when the capacity is small, and the capacity is very large. The leader produces the large product while the follower produces the small product. When the product is sub-additive, the supplier both produce a small product when the capacity is small. As the capacity becomes larger, the follower switches to the large product. When the capacity is major, the leader switches to large product. When the capacity is very large, the follower switches to small product. This means that the suppliers differentiate their product size when the capacity is large enough. Otherwise, they compete in price. The suppliers would get zero profit. This finding is different from the Kulu. We also studied the simultaneous decision, and the equilibrium is quite similar, but the equilibrium may not be unique. And such as in this case, there are two equilibrium, BB and CC, and the profit of BB is larger. There is potential to coordinate the suppliers. Compared to the past literature, we studied the product size game with the price competition. Now I will conclude the talk. Besides above topics, I also studied the dual channel problem and the condition override model. In the future, I would like to study the impact of correlation and the substitution between components and package. I would also like to generalize the model to the M components, N package case. And finally, I would like to adopt the enforcement learning into the model with past data. Thank you very much.